Hi guys, welcome to Chit Chat Tuesday. I hope yous have all been well. It's just a quick video this week because I've not had much time. I will be doing a Doxy Dozen video this week, so look out for that. But for now, let's get into this video. Let's see who's won the award for Wanker of the Week. Yes, it's this crackhead Chris looking wet white Jonathan Jolie. He needs to get off social media and get back to the set of Shameless. Admittedly, he doesn't look like this anymore. He's had his teeth done a long time ago off the money he made from exploiting his kids on social media. Anyway, I digress. Let's get to the reason why he's won this week's award. So he came up on my recommended, like I've not seen him for ages. So I thought, I'll have a look what he's been up to. Maybe he's changed his ways, but no. So the first thing I noticed is they've pulled the second eldest daughter out of school and they're apparently homeschooling her. And by homeschooling, they mean using her relentlessly for their main source of income. She's featured in nearly every single one of the videos. I've done a lot of videos on Jonathan Jolie. You can check them out if you want to. But if you're not aware, this daughter is transgender. And he went through a phase of making every single video about that, opening this poor girl up to a massive amount of abuse. And he always introduced her as my transgender child rather than as my daughter. And props to him, he stopped doing that now. And I thought he calmed down a bit on the exploiting her as transgender, but no, I was fucking wrong. This is number 9 on his list of recent videos, and there's loads more after that, where he's showing his daughter of various ages from being like really young before they started transitioning. And she says at the beginning, do we still have to hide who we are? And then he's showing her at different ages after they've started transitioning, like probably every year or so. Saying like, no, we don't have to hide anymore. And like, oh, our dad sorted that. He's a hero. He's still doing it. Talk about blowing your own trumpet and trying to make yourself look like Super Dad. I actually can't stand this creepy little fucker.
No, Siri. We don't have to hide anymore. We haven't hid in a long time.
Wait, what were we hiding again?
Really? Our dad? He made sure of that. And he still does. And he's still standing.
Moving on to Ken and Barbie. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard has been meeting up with her ex. This is her first ex-fiancé, not to get confused with Ryan, who's her recentest ex. They're definitely not together. We all do this with our mates, don't we? So this was another TMZ exclusive, who she 100% has some sort of deal with. I feel so fucking sorry for these TMZ photographers. Imagine having to be stood there following someone as bland as Gypsy Rose Blanchard around while she's canoodling with the next victim. She's so fucking fame hungry. I wouldn't be surprised if the next move was to set up an OnlyFans aimed at people who have a preference for goblin or hobbit porn. She's doing everything she can to stay in the spotlight because she's got a new TV series coming out and she's got a new book coming out. Everything she does is to stay famous and grab that money. So she's going to TMZ for every little thing in her life. So she's recently gone to TMZ to tell them about $6,000 that she earned on TikTok that's in Ryan's bank account. And he's apparently not come to her to say, I've got this $6,000. So instead of asking him for it or going through legal proceedings, she's gone to the fucking news companies to try and make him look like he's a thieving twat. The TikTok account, by the way, that she's recently reactivated after saying she deleted it, when in fact she didn't delete it at all, she just deactivated it. Another little lie there for you. Back to the money. She's just using it again to try and make Ryan look bad. The poor man's at home heartbroken. He's already said he wanted her back and he's like really sad. The last thing he's probably thinking about is her money. But she's gone to the TMZ to like try and grass him up and try and get people on her side. Always trying to make herself out to be a victim. It's a skill she learned from her mum. And she's definitely still doing it. And anyway, surely he's entitled to half of that money since he's like been supporting her and he helped her out with the TikTok. I'm pretty sure he set it up for her. Just leave him alone. Here she is walking hand in hand with a friend who's got a matching tattoo. They're not together, just friends. And of course they've got no idea that there's a man with a camera walking behind them. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this TikTok ban in America where Biden signed, where it looks like TikTok is going to be banned in America anyway. Now please, for the love of God, bring it over to Britain because British TikTok is a fucking train wreck. I could go on and on for days about the amount of TikToxic, trashy people that are on it. But I'll stick with Chelsea the art. This walking STD looking dusty specimen of a woman. Simply because I've talked about her before. I've talked about her racist rants and a transphobic rant, a homophobic rant. And just recently, she filmed herself on a bus fat shaming this woman for no reason.
Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? Oh, darling, you ate all the pies.
If you're from Britain, you already know that song, but if you're not from Britain, you probably won't know it, but it's like a famous insulting song that you would sing to someone you don't like who's overweight. Every fucking day she does something horrible. And it's not just her. British TikTok's fucking grim. So for the powers that be, please ban British TikTok. Anyway, it was just a quick one today. I hope yous have all been well. I will be doing a Doherty Dozen video this week, so look out for that, and I'll see you soon.